What is good, guys? Here I am doing some research on how to make a color wheel. And we're going to make a color wheel that's interesting with images or objects that we find interesting. Now, you look at these, and there's a skyscraper, there's an umbrella. The one that I really liked was the school buses with the Jeeps and the pickup trucks. So somehow that led me to one of my favorite artists who I like to cover with you, the street artist known as Banksy. And this is one of his most well-known images called The Flower Thrower. And it is the image I have grabbed a large version of, and I'm opening it up in Photoshop to just experiment with adding color to it. Now, there are some tools that you can just flip a switch and change to a different color, but I was going to just paint the color in so I had more control over it. And I'm referencing the color wheel. You don't have to go through this guessing which color comes next. So I'm doing, the reds first. And what again you should take out of this is a process. We're not entirely just about a finished product that looks like a lot of other things, but hopefully our color wheels will be unique and unusual. And if you build one that is personal to you, no one else will have something like it. And that's the message that I think you could all take from one of our assignments is, how can I make this personal to me? If I use this image, how is it personal to me? So certainly don't think that you have to use, a Banksy as your jumping off point. But here I am, I'm opening up the black and white version of the image again to add the second color. And I believe, looking at my color wheel, it's going to be the reddish purple color leaning towards the blue side of the color wheel. So I am checking that out before I do my next thing. And even here, as I do this, I'm not planning a color wheel per se. I'm just kind of seeing, what do these things look like side by side. And I am using this version of the color picker because it's more professional. It's more like what a graphic designer would use. So I'm going to try it too. You'll also notice that these first couple that I paint, I'm not touching the flowers. The flowers are going to stay the same color. So this is just the steps for me to make two images side by side. And later we'll colorize in a different way. So you can see that you don't have to just keep doing things one way. You can try another way. And even though it looks like it took me 5 minutes here to do two colors side by side, I did build the full color wheel with like 15 to 20 different colors. It just took a little bit longer.
5 hours later.
So here you can see one version of the color wheel with one image. I do want to have multiple images in here. So this version of the color wheel, I'm going to add to it another very well-known Banksy image, and that's the rat. The rat is a popular motif for Banksy. And you'll see in this section, as I colorize each rat, I'm not going and saving and making each one so important. I am just keeping it selected. It's open in another tab, and I have copied and pasted, and then I go back to the tab, and then I color the next one. I do the next color. I'm also readjusting the size here of the whole color wheel image so that I have space to add the rats, and I don't want their heads going off the edge of the frame just yet. I'm working to build them in here, and even though I did all that work on the flower throwers, they're getting kind of small, so that's okay as well. You might find you did a lot of work on one section, but you had to sacrifice that in order to continue to develop the project. And that's a lot of what this is, development. The willingness to leave behind an idea if it just was okay, or the ability to improve an idea and make it even better. Nobody is stuck with the first thing that they make. So again, watch, the rat stays selected. We recolorize, we copy and paste it into the new project, and then we position it by rotating it and making it fit into the page. Now, again, we're at step maybe like 2 of possibly 10 steps here, and that's okay. Remember, The process is what's important here. The final product may look good, and we do look for that, but the process is really what we're all about at this stage. Thanks for watching.